This is a completely impromptu video, but I published a book. It's self-published, and if you're wondering what that means, I'll just explain it in a bit. So in this video, I will explain the whole process of how I even started to write poems as someone who does not actually write poems and did not think is capable of writing poetry. The mindset, what I did to meet my deadline, what I wrote, how I wrote, the editing process, how I published this book. Also very interesting part, how I designed the book cover, which is my personal favorite part. Yeah, let's get right into it. By self-publishing, I mean I printed it from my own money. I didn't do it from a publishing house. This poetry book was a part of an assignment. Very good use of free will. Out of many options which are already really interesting, I chose to challenge myself a little bit. I believe that you know what, I could do it. We had to write around 30 poems, and I ended up writing 25, and 23 could make it into the book because I rejected a few. The way I proceeded with it is I started brain dumping. Whatever I felt in that moment, I just wrote it down. No rhyming, no meter, not even any consistent theme also. So I have this notebook, and I initially thought I would write short stories in this notebook, but then that didn't happen. So yeah, this is poem 1. I literally just dumped whatever I can write, because I knew that I was going to edit it, I was going to type it down, and in the process it will get edited. With that trust, I just went in. So definitely you can see that this is pretty long. I dumped whatever I had in my mind, and then poem 2 starts. What happened is, whilst I was typing it down, I split this poem into 2. As you will, if you are interested in buying the book, it's available. This is the first poem, and in the first poem, I cut it off because there's no thematic congruence. So I just literally wrote, and obviously whilst editing, I saw that, oh, this can be split into 2 poems, so why not? And this is a poem. It is about not being able to read a lot. The first few lines, at least, didn't make it into the book. But again, I took the idea of it whilst editing and made it into something tangible and something that makes sense. Poem 3. This poem did not make it at all. I didn't use one bit of it, and you can see it's so messy, right? Like one idea over here, another over there. Often what I did is I took the idea of a poem that I wouldn't use or didn't end up using at the end, because editing comes at the end, right? I just took that idea or took a phrase which I heard somewhere, be it on the internet, be it from my conversations with friends or family. I took a mental note of it, or I wrote it down, and then I pondered more on it, and whatever would come out of that contemplation. By the way, my course's name is Contemplative Literature, so it has a lot to do with deep thinking, meditative approaches, your personal experiences and personal belief systems. My book is called Sunk in Skin, which is sinking deep inside my skin, digging so deep that I cannot get out of it, but I'm fine with it, fine with not getting out. That's the procedure. Just dump it and have full faith in yourself that you will edit it into something good. Now, I do not write poetry typically, and I am also not what you would call a voracious reader. I'm certainly working on it, and I'm certainly also working on my writing. One thing that I do is I journal a lot and I talk a lot mindfully. I don't know, okay, I be saying things. So the mindset, today is 15th Jan, and today was the deadline. We were given a bit of an extension for 2 days. I started writing on 24th. Since I have to get this book printed out and stuff, can't just be done after writing the poem. A lot of the work goes in mini tertiary things, which is writing an introduction, acknowledgement, formatting the book, which is a big task, and also typing out the poems, designing the book cover as well. Keeping all these other tasks in mind, I calculated and I saw that, okay, if I write, actually my father told me this, so that's how I calculated that if I were to write 2 poems every day, I would be able to write 30 poems from 24th December 10th Jan as a personal deadline. Because you know what would happen? In my mind, The task is not too intimidating. Even if the poem is really short, even if I just put in the idea of the poem, it still counts. So for me, I didn't put any stringent rules on me. I just write. Even during my classes, I wrote. Most of the times I ended up writing more than 2. In the meantime, when I was done with say 15 poems, I had also on the side started to edit the poems, which gave the poem its actual structure, its actual rhyme, meter, whatever. My poems, not all of them are rhyming, and they are not meant for recitation. They are for reading. The whole process actually would be very different if this were a short story collection or a novel. Definitely it would have been very, very different. I just divided the tasks and everything else followed, because all we have to do is literally start from wherever, however, nothing matters. Just start with one word. My first word, I was sitting in the balcony and the winter over here has been very brutal, and this happens to me every single day, that the sun sets and I get so sad that the sun is gone and it's gonna be cold. I just wrote about that. When the sun sets and my face loses warmth, the pink tinted clementine sky settles heavily onto my skin. So as far as the editing process is concerned, this is where most of the work went in. Some of the poems I was sure of that I wouldn't change it. Like all of the poems are like poem 1, 2, 3. So I also had to think of a title, and initially I also thought that, you know what, I'll just leave them as poem 1, 2, 3 because poets also do that. Then again, I also really love naming things. So I went sequentially only. For poem 1, like I said, when I started typing, I could see that the way that poem spiraled, it spiraled out of control into something completely different. So the moment it went into different territory, I just split it, and the process, you know, the meaning also changed a lot. Maybe it became better than what I expected, or the meaning took a different turn, or the theme entirely just shifted. I was copying from the book and typing it on my tab. It's not mandatory in poetry, by the way, to rhyme things, as long as you are able to express what you want to say. Some poems are again also not punctuated, not capitalized. Exerted my poetic choices in the editing process basically. So the next part is about how I got it published. I did it in Google Docs. Say you've gotten all of your poem, your acknowledgement, all the introduction, title page, etc. in sequence. So what you have to do is at the end of section, just go and insert page break. I know this is basic knowledge for some people. It wasn't to me. I didn't get a tutorial of this anywhere, so I just thought it would help. Then add a table of content at the end, and then add the page numbers, and that's about it. So what I did is I went to a printing shop. So I got the soft bind copy of it, and then I had my book cover design. I got it printed on a certificate kind of paper. So this is a thick paper, it's glossy. Designed my book cover on a canvas. This is a part of it. I'm just showing you as an example. I don't have all of the stuff, so this, but in landscape mode. So this is an A4 sheet, and if you half it, it becomes A5, and then if you fold it, you can see, right? You get the vision, right? I cut this with a paper cutter, carefully stuck it in the flaps of the book, and on the spine I cut a piece from here and just stuck it over there. Editing Anvesha here. This is how the book actually looks like, and I have it with me now because some of my friends are ordering it. This is how it actually looks like. It's pretty thin, obviously, because there are 23 poems. Title of my book, soft bind, put together by me. Now the most fun part. Honestly, while writing poetry, I realized how much I love designing. Should I make a different video about this? Let me know. Also, the reason why I thought of making a different video for showing the design of this book is because it's basic, but it's a bit detailed at the same time. So I just thought I would properly show it to you in another video. If one person lets me know that they want to see the full process of how I made the book cover, just let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I hope this helped you in some way.